So the week has been slow, because of course, our festive season. But then, yeah, today is Sunday. Real quick, I just want to go through some analysis basically and try to see how the market is. And of course, we do react to what the price will be telling us. Remember, we only trade what we see, not what we think, right? So of course, remember last video that I did upload, I was talking about gold, and as I remember, guys, gold was cruising around this level right here, I believe so, yeah. And I was anticipating that probably she might give us this as a left shoulder, probably a right shoulder right there, before maybe seeing gold hitting those high. And at the same time, I say sometimes the market won't give us clear head and shoulder. It might give us this as a left shoulder, then break right there. Then I'll come back probably to see maybe gold cruising all the way to the top. And of course, that is the right shoulder that we're talking about. Right now, before we talk about gold real quick, I want to talk about NASA 100 and US 32. Let me go and hit NASA 100 real quick first. Correct. Now, I was also looking at NASA 100, so let me just remove everything and take it back maybe from the daily time frame right there. Correct. Now, if you look at NASA 100, basically we've been in an uptrend for a while, yeah, and the only thing we should be looking out are just strictly buys. No need to look for sales. Correct. Now we had a trend. Now for those who like using trend right there, we had our touch, a touch, and of course on the third touch we see NASA 100 kind of try to break below, but then I see that the market rejected that or respected. But then at the same time, this was based on form C. This drop was also based or triggered because of form C. Right now, there's this kind of approach that we saw NASA 100 after FOMC right here. I think that will make sense when you go to the lower time frame. That was just a good sign to tell us that NASA was ready to go back to its high. Right now, if you watch also my previous video, I did catch NASA 100, I believe, from this around this level right here all the way to this top. That was over 16,000 point, which was holding this joint for 2 weeks. Right now, if you go to the H4, before we go to the H4, let me show you what I was talking about. Now, we were anticipating that NAS could have gone all the way up, but then she came back right here, I think, to retest at this level right here. Now if you look at that clearly, that might be potential double bottom. For those who trade double bottoms and double tops, you know what I'm talking about. Right now, if you go to the H4, all we need to do is understand what NAS 100 did right here. I'm talking about Nasdaq, for those who don't know what NAS 100 is, and this is Nasdaq, right? Nasdaq, yeah. So it depends on how your broker calls it. So if you go to the H4, is NAS 100 also US Tech? I believe so. Different brokers have different names, right? So yeah, let me just start from this level that I just talked about right here, this approach right here. Right there. Now we had NAS breaking, and that was the anticipation to see NAS hitting those skies. But then this just turned to be a demon zone right here, right? So price went up, they now came back to take out those buyers that were left hanging around this level. That is, if you miss that by entry. Now that is what NAS 100 did. So basically there's this kind of an approach to, we had our downtrend right here, and I see that NAS 100 has already taken out this down trend right here. But then does it mean that now we should be ready to go in for buys? I don't think so. Why? Remember, we've had only impulse phase. I call all this as an impulse phase, right here. All this to me is just an impulse phase. So of course, if you go to maybe H1 15 minutes, we will see that this is a higher high, higher low, and of course this is a higher high. So definitely we should be anticipating a higher low before maybe looking for our buy entry position. Right now, there's this level right here. This is the problem. I hope you guys can see that. Initially, I was like, okay, if the market opens, I will be looking for my entry once I get that pullback. But then this was the issue. right? Now for a good confirmation, what if we wait for NAS 100, hit that level, of course, comes back for a retest, breaks out, once we spot that NAS 100 has started printing these amazing bullish structures, that is when we should be looking for our amazing entry position, and of course, target all the way up, right? All the way up right there. Now I think that is what we should be anticipating on NAS. But then for the scalpers, I think once you see NAS 100 giving you a pullback, that is from tomorrow, that's not just scalping. I think for day traders probably right here. So it will be a good place, once you see NAS giving you a pullback and giving you entry confirmation. But then I think that should be your anticipated target right there. But then for a safe entry, I think NAS should take out this trend right there, because this generally is still another continuation phase. Who knows, NAS might just hit this level right here, something like this, before we see NAS drop. But then remember, generally we're still in an uptrend, so definitely, or probably, she will try to take out that high. Then if she does, taking this high right there, then right there, if she takes that high, then I think that is it. If she then let me just see, what's this, USD. I think you see USD also looking the same. This is H4. Now USD also, you see the price is still in an uptrend right there. Yes, we saw this drop, or this drop, but then this was also form C right here. That was a form C drop, and I think after that, the market started consolidating over here, and probably the market is moving sideways. Like, we can say that he is moving sideways right now. For good confirmation, we just need for the market to take out this high right here, and of course start printing this amazing structure. Remember guys, we don't trade consolidating market. Let the market trend. The best market is the trending market, right? Not a consolidating market, right? So if you see the market moving sideways, something like this, my advice is just avoid that market. You never know. Oh, you might see, okay, the market is at this demand, so let me take a buy. Then you see the market doing this, continuous dropping. Okay, the market has pulled back, so we should be looking for sales. Then you see the market doing this. So it's never a good time to trade such kind of market. So my advice is usually look for clear structures, high, low, high. This is the best market basically, or lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, something like this. That's the best place or the best market condition to trade. So if you look at all this USD right there is consolidating, so best will be look for a break above, wait for the markets to start trending, right? If it breaks below, don't go in. Once you see that pullback, wait for the market to break out of that high. That will be a confirmation. Then guess what, start looking for your sales, something like that, because that's a trending market. Now let's take it back to gold trade real quick. Where is the gold? Where is gold? Where is gold? Right here. Gold has been consolidating. I don't know what's wrong with gold. Gold has been consolidating like crazy. Now the best, like I said, the best market condition should be this one, this trending right here, right? But then now look at gold. Gold has been consolidating, right? And of course this also a good market condition too. Good market condition, not good, right? This was also a good one, because I remember we caught over 4,000 points on that drop. But then now she started consolidating, not good, right? So there's this possibility, guys. We might say that this is kind of double bottom right there, and all this is just an impulse. So gold is just creating a retest or a pullback before maybe touching those highs. At the same time, if we bring in this right here, something like this. Gold might continue dropping, then we see, maybe a continuation. She continues dropping right there, probably. Then that's when you see maybe gold going all the way up, or drops and continue dropping, right? So this is the crucial part. This drop, we just need to understand the reaction. At the same time, no, for those who like using Fibonacci, let's just bring in our tool right there. So we anticipate that this is our 61 level. That is where we should be anticipating gold reaction right there, correct? Let me just remove this. So how gold is going to react around this level is very crucial, right? Because once we see maybe gold hitting this level, then gives us our bullish property, we will be looking for buys. But then once we see gold coming off this 61, hitting that level, then gives us a bearish property, we should be anticipating gold to continue dropping. That's something, right? So it's going to be a crucial thing on gold. Right now, I think gold is not clear. But then at the same time, remember, we still have our trend line. We still have our trend. That's not false. Still have our trend line right there. Something like that. So it's going to be a crucial thing, like we said previously, it's going to be a crucial thing looking for sell right now because of this trend line right here. So we might also have this also as a trend right here, correct? Now it's just us waiting to see what gold has in store for us. If we get our buys, we only target that level. Then once gold takes out that trend, then that is when she will touch the sky, or gold plays out and breaks, or at the same time she might do this, hit those highs, comes back, breaks, something like that, continues dropping. So we are basically cruising at this symmetrical triangle right here, correct? So the for those who, of course, this is more than day trading, over 6,000 points. Of course, once I see my confirmation, basically I'm going to take that entry. Like we said before, this is a good level to watch out. So if I take it to the H1 right here, already we had a head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder right there. So it doesn't mean that anytime you see price giving you a head and shoulder that we change direction. I keep on saying that you need to understand where the head and shoulder usually forms. Sometimes the head and shoulder is just the market giving you a bullish flag. If it's an inverse head and shoulder, the market might be giving you a bearish flag, right? So if we have this right here, we need to have that right there. So let's see what gold might do. If she continue dropping, no problem, then does that. Then now once she takes out the high right there, and I think that will be a confirmation that now she's going up. At the same time, remember our previous video, we say that there was this trend right there, correct? So let me just remove these ones because I don't need them. So we still have that trend, we have a touch. Let me just have it clean, should not miss out anything right there, correct, makes sense now. Now you see where we had our Fibonacci 61% zone right there, correct? Now let me just start over again. Let's just adjust this right here. So basically my anticipation is when market opens, probably she might continue dropping, or hit that level once again, comes back, you never know. So right now all I'll be understanding is just the approach that gold will be doing towards this trend right here, right? At the same time, we still have this trend line right here. So if we see gold coming back, gives us this kind of an approach, then that means we're cruising all the way down, right? But then if I see gold hitting this level, goes back, let me just remove this one. If I see gold hitting my trend, boom, even if she breaks, no problem. Then I see gold comes back to my resistance trend line, gives me another bullish continuation, then that will be a good confirmation for us to go in for our buys, and of course, target the best risk to reward ratio of your choice, right? So check out my Telegram link in the description box below, and adios, mi amigos, peace.